Hey guys, my name is BobLyn and welcome back to another video. Now, yesterday I uploaded a Mogami video as like a teaser for myself. I'm playing the Mogami, to get ready for these Japanese light cruisers, the Yodo, the tier 10. Today's video is going to be about the Kearsarge and the upcoming, guys, there's going to be a tech tree line of these. We're going to get tier 8, tier 9, and tier 10. I know the tier 9 is called Delaware. And the tier 10 is called Louisiana. But let's see how I set up my Kearsarge. Now, I went for the advanced gun director since you only get something out of the dive bombers there, which makes no sense. So more range is nice. Now, the Kearsarge main guns are 406s. You should see them as North Carolina guns. They reload in a pretty long time. And I find the accuracy to be kind of weird. Now, the dive bombers on this thing that is the gimmick, you get 22, 1 squadron under command, 5 planes per squadron, and a 30% fire chance. Very nice. This thing is a huge ship and it eats damage, so it's very, very difficult to play into tier 10, which you will do quite a lot. Here we do have the camo. There's also a modern camo for it, which I don't have. This is my setup. I went with precision, propulsion and detection. Now, this is something that's probably going to change, but for now, this is what I went with. For my commander here, I have put Dewey on, and there's some mistakes here since I don't have enough gold to pay for a reset, so I would take Victorious Challenge instead of AA. Then I went for Survivalist, and in this slot where he boosts the skill, I would either take Fully Prepared or boost your precise aiming. It's up to you. I would take a boost to the healings, but instead you get this crazy Dewey skill where you get more and only 1 per shot, 1 use. Extinguisher, Demolition Expert, and Compartment Maintenance Plus is a very nice. You get a tanky build, APCS, and then I would take Horizontal Protection Expert. Alright, so let's move on to the game. Okay, so we are playing the Kearsarge into tier 10. This is a CV game, which makes the Kearsarge gimmick kind of useless, some would think. But it's very nice when you have a CV, especially the midway, since the midway sets a ton of fires, and there's a good amount of BBs in this game. Now, this is Encounter, and this is a somewhat good map, I would say, actually. You have lots of open spaces, long ranges, and you get a pretty good warning of when the DDs arrive. So why do I think it's good to have, for example, the midway as a support or the carrier in the game? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take advantage of the fact that he sets a lot of fires. So he's going to set somebody on fire, they're going to damage control. When I see that damage control go off, that's when I send my dive bombers in. Now, you have to be very, very careful with these dive bombers. They die quickly, and if you lose all of them, well, then you're just stuck here with a North Carolina at tier 10. You get an extra turret. You have 12 guns in total, but they're 406s. And you have a huge growing tumor on top of your superstructure, which is your flight deck, and it's a shell catcher, guys. It eats shells. You take so much damage in this thing, and it can be very unforgiving to play. Now, that's part of the thing. You guys know me by now. It's kind of like my thing. I do enjoy a challenge, and you should as well. It's fun. So I sent my dive bombers in on the Kremlin, and it's not the best target, but he's isolated. So that's the guy I went for, because whatever, it's a BB. Now, I never saw if my CV actually lit him up or flooded him, so it's kind of a gamble. But here in the beginning of the game, your dive bombers are more for spotting, really, and just getting, 5 hits there, 2 fires, that's good damage, but he instantly damage controlled, of course. So the Kearsarge is an absolutely huge ship, as you can see, and we are trying to get out of here because we don't want to be isolated, we don't want to be focused, as the CV is striking us right now. Now, luckily he went for his torpedoes on the Vermont over there, but if he had gone for me, we would have taken more damage. As you can see, this thing is, it doesn't hold up well, and it doesn't turn well. This is without any, steering mods, so that is why this is extremely slow. And you will also notice that the turret's turning time is also very slow. This thing, in general, is just not a very mobile BB. You really want to be staying back with your Vermont and such. You do get pretty good range, over 15 kilometers, which is awesome. But your guns, at least for me, man, I really had a hard time playing this, aiming with these guns. This game you're seeing right here is played it 10 minutes ago, and I've been playing Kearsarge for some time now. I only have 25 battles in it, so I can't say I've played it much. But I mean, it's also a weird ship. You know, you will get focused. People see this thing and they just see damage numbers, and I think the same when I see it. So you gotta be very careful. But I talked about these new upcoming tech tree hybrid ships of the Kearsarge type. And here you see a picture of the Louisiana. That is the tier 10, and it's kind of hard to see in this picture, but I couldn't really find anything better. You can go on YouTube and find videos of him. The flight deck of it actually goes over the rear turret, so it's kind of like a cover for the rear turret. And the Louisiana you're seeing here has 10 guns, 406s, so actually less than the Kearsarge. But at least from what I've seen on PC, it does seem pretty good, and that is a very nice salvo into Kremlin. You know, at close range, these guns are still good. You know, it's kind of like a Montana with North Carolina guns. But at longer ranges, man, even with precise aim, it can feel really weird. Really weird. So here we see the Kremlin pushing in, and we're in a great position to actually do damage to him. I'm just using my plane view here to see the battlefield. It's a really nice feature you can do on the Tone, the Ise, and this thing. You can just check out the battle, see what people are doing. So the Kremlin pushes out, but I spot the Khabarovsk, and I'd rather take him out because an HE spammer could be really detrimental, and he could just rush me as well. So we didn't quite take him out, but luckily Nightmare is finishing him off in the Vermont. Nice shot there, man. Thanks. And now we just have the Kremlin on this flank, and he's in a bad position here. So we have to turn this thing around, and it takes some time. Now that is one of the bigger downsides, and we get a permafire on the Kremlin. So that's a very good usage of the fires and the bombers. We saw he was on a flood, and it burned out, sort of flooded out, and he probably still doesn't have his damage control. Now he has it. It's a Kremlin, fast acting. Sorry, he gets one more. I can't remember. Does he get one more, or is it faster, you know, cooldown damage control? I can't remember. But anyways, words. So what do I think of these things? Now I played the Kearsarge quite a bit. It's painful. It's honestly painful. Why? Well, because tier 9 guys. You know it. You know how it is. You get matched into tier 10 all the time. And it can be very painful. Now, if people are good, this thing is not a threat at all. Especially CVs and DDs will annihilate you. I knew there was a Yugumo in the smoke there. That's hence why I just sailed straight forward. I think he was thinking I was going to stop. Now, instead, we just ran away. Alright, so now we're kind of in the position where we can actually push in the Kearsarge. Now, that's something you shouldn't really do. But notice the CV's going in on the Hindenburg here, and he gets triple fire that the Hindenburg of course puts out. But unfortunately for this guy, man, I really feel bad. His name is CV player something. I don't think he likes CV players. Well, I'm not a CV, but here's a triple fire. I don't know. Yeah, enjoy. The Yugumo pushes out now, and guys, this is one of the worst positions you want to be in a Kearsarge. But remember, you still have 12 guns, and 12 406s full of HE is still gonna annihilate a Yugumo at close range. So yeah, you already know where this is going. I don't even have to. Well, I already told you. We have 30 seconds left on the clock, and this Yugumo he's making his run, and here we go. Goodbye, big caliber. That's a Kearsarge, devastating strike. I would say. So yeah. That's pretty much it for this game, and it is one of the best games I've had in the Kearsarge. Guys, this is a very hard ship to play, and it's definitely not a ship I recommend. I'd say just wait for whenever these things are released. Like guys, they just got announced and are in testing now on PC, so don't expect these within a year. I think it's going to be more like 1.5 to 2 years, but nonetheless, I'm still practicing. MVP, there we go. Alright fellas, that is it for this video, and yes, I can say fellas because there's literally no women watching this channel, so yeah, we're all boys. Sad face. Yeah. Anyways, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I am super excited for the Louisiana and this tech tree line maybe we could get a Japanese cruiser tech tree line with the Tone style. I would love that. My name has been BobLyn, signing out.